Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another vlog. So today we're going to be talking about whether or not you should be selling your products, whether it's iPhones, DVD players, anything you can think of, if you should be selling on eBay or just on local apps like OfferUp and Letgo. So let's get into the video. So whether you're new or an advanced seller, flipping things all the time, or you're just getting into the market, you might be having the question of, is eBay a reliable place to sell your things? Do you get scammed? Is eBay a scam? Or should I just be selling my things like in my local area on apps, as I said, like OfferUp and Letgo? So each has its own advantages, and at the same time each does have its disadvantages, but the point of this video is basically to give you guys the advantages of why I'd go with either of the options. And for me, it kind of depends. There's many factors depending on the product, if I want to sell it on eBay or in my town, because something, if you're trying to sell, let's say, a baby stroller, it'll be hard to ship, so maybe eBay isn't the best option for you, but that's just one of the factors that you have to look into. So let's first talk about eBay. So the first reason why I like to sell on eBay is because of the higher prices. You're reaching a bigger audience, obviously, because your local area, only so many people are going to be seeing your ad, because for one, there's less people in your area than obviously the entire country or world, and because people have to be having that app like OfferUp and Letgo, and those are more of a recent thing, so not many people know about it. But so eBay is, I tend to find that I get higher prices, yet they do charge a commission where the local apps don't. I factor that into my prices, so whatever I want to make, I'll just add what I think, what's the 10% eBay's taking anyways, so that's not really an issue for me, and it shouldn't be an issue for you guys, but the higher prices are a benefit to it, definitely eBay. The second point would be, it's honestly less work. When you get a product, I honestly put it on eBay 10 to 15 minutes after I actually receive the product from buying it from somebody in the area. I'll just take a couple pictures, transfer it from my phone to my computer, list it. I already usually know what I want to sell it for, because I based what I'm going to be buying it off that what I'm going to be selling it off of, because I want to know my profits beforehand. So it's honestly less work. You just let people view your product. You don't really have to reach out to anybody. You just let them come to you. You have to be smart about your listing. Don't underprice it or overprice it, but if you're doing the right steps to list your product, it's going to take honestly 10-20 minutes, and then you're done from there. And then the third is something you guys might not even think about, but eBay is, you can't pay cash, so you're paying electronically. And yes, PayPal does hold your money, but for me, I don't really like to hold cash that much. I mean, I like to see the money actually in my bank account, and for one, cash is easily stolen all the time. So if it's in my bank account, you can't really steal something like that. But I mean, people can hack into your bank accounts and steal money, but you're not held liable for something like that. So now let's talk about exactly why I might sell products on apps like OfferUp and Letgo. So the first would be to trade. A lot of the times with my iPhones, if I can't find a market and my limits have been reached on eBay, I'll sell them on the app and I'll trade. So let's say I have an iPhone 8, I'll sometimes trade for an iPhone 6. That way I can sell a lower priced item on eBay, because my limits are not that much right now, and then I'll just take cash for the difference. So if you can get somebody to pay the cash difference, then you have a phone. A lot of the times I make a lot more money doing that. For trades, you just have to be strategic about it. So the second point for selling locally is the lower liability for your products, and there's not really returns unless you sold a faulty product. So with eBay, there's a lot of scams that go on with people buying things, and then if you're not making people do payment right away, they can just sit in your cart and you have to wait a week and a half to file a no payment claim through eBay. So that's kind of annoying, and when you sell locally, you honestly are never going to see that person again. Yeah, they can contact you. I'm not saying scam anybody, but You've never really had anybody come back to me, and I usually just block the numbers after. I don't advertise it faulty, but you're not really going to get any return. So once you get that money, it's yours. So that's a nice perk about selling locally. And then finally, the third point for selling locally is the faster turnaround. So eBay, yeah, it can sell within, I've had products selling within 30 seconds on eBay, but then you have to ship the product, you have to wait for payment. Now I just require payment up front, but you have to wait for the payment, which could take a couple days, and then you have to package the product, ship it, wait for the delivery, wait for PayPal to put money in your account, however many days it is for you guys. I know the standards, it starts at 21 days, so that's a lot of cash flows where you're in the negative because it's just simply not in your account yet, it's just pending. And then between that time, that goes into the other point where somebody could easily return it and file a claim that they want to return the product within those 21 days. So the faster turnaround is definitely a plus for selling locally because that comes with a stipulation that you have to be aggressively advertising. It's hard for me to sell a product if I don't put it on multiple platforms, as it usually takes a day or two to actually get somebody to come around for it, because I am a little bit greedy in my profits. But once you establish that they want the product, you just meet up in 10 minutes and then you're good from there. So yeah, so as you can tell, there is a bunch of benefits and negatives to each way, but honestly, just think logically about it. I hope this information helped you guys, because it kind of took me a while to figure out there was even the possibility of selling locally, and it does have its advantages, and I've used it to help me make more money rather than selling on eBay. So each has its benefits. Take it for what you will. So if you guys found value in the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to join the family. I'm posting every single day, guys. I'm really trying to build this YouTube to something very knowledgeable for people to come to answer any questions. I want to create a community for you guys to post questions in the comments, figure it out, become entrepreneurs. That's the mindset I'm going for. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the next video.